What am I doing ready with no audience? This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am dressed like an astronaut. This is my astronaut look. I debuted it at Yuri's night at the California Science Center, celebrating the first person ever in space. Ah! I'd love to be in space one day, you know, in a spaceship, first class. I did not make the jacket, but I embellished the jacket to make it original. So the jacket was bought, but then I made the patches myself. I Swarovski crystalled them to give them a little bit extra bling, and then I put them onto the jacket to make it look like a spacesuit. This is one of my favorite outfits. It's not very good for video though because it is so crinkly. I sound like a leftover. My hair looks like cotton candy. I might just start to eat it. Who doesn't like cotton candy, right? Fun story, when I was with the circus, at the end of every week in the city, if they had leftover cotton candy, it would go into the garbage or it would go into my belly. And I would go and I would ask for all the leftover cotton candy, and then I would rot my teeth out with it. What is your favorite thing to perform at the circus? Well, that's a no-brainer for me. Obviously, it's being a clown. I love getting to play around all day and cause trouble and make people laugh. And I know that there's tons of people out there who hate clowns, who are scared of clowns, but I was always a cute clown. No, honestly, one of the things about me as a clown is that I always strive to change people's preconceived notions of clowns. We've got the movies out there like It that are just turning people off to it. And I understand, it's scary as shit. So I go the extra mile and try to be cute and approachable and youthful and all of that stuff. So I love being a clown in the circus. The thing about being a clown in the circus is that the stakes are a lot higher. The production value is much greater. So the stuff that you get to pull off is usually much cooler. Like I did a clown car in one of the tours that I was in, and we had 11 people that were inside a Volkswagen Beetle, and one by one we got out of the car dressed as superheroes. We did our little superhero bit, but that's an example of like the production value is so much bigger, so you're gonna be seeing cooler shit. Now that I'm just a clown outside of the circus, you just see me making flowers out of a napkin. That's cool, right? No, nobody asked, but my absolute favorite food is Chex Mix. I love the original blend. I love the bold blend, the cheddar. I love it all. But my most favorite kind of Chex Mix is the Chex Mix that you make at home. So maybe one day I'm gonna have to do like a cooking tutorial about how to make my famous Chex Mix recipe, because I do tweak the recipe just a little bit to make it my own, and it is so good. So, am I married? I'm not married, but I have been with my partner Ryan for almost 13 years. It will be 13 years in August. We've been engaged for probably about 3 years now, and we're clearly not in a rush to officially tie the knot. People just in passing, yeah, I'll just tell them that we're married because it's easier to explain. But he and I met in 2007. We were together for about 6 years, and then we decided to take a little break when I went on tour with the circus. And then when I came back from the tour, we ended up getting back together, and now it's tallied up to a total of 13 years. So hopefully within the next year, we will officially tie the knot and get married. And I'd love to share as much of that with you guys online as I can, so stay tuned. We don't have a date picked yet, but we were originally going to get married about 3 years ago, and then unfortunately his mom got sick, and it sort of derailed us from our plans, and it almost got to the point where we were just going to get married at the foot of her hospital bed, but we ended up waiting, and she's, you know, out of the hospital and doing great now. So we'll probably start putting some energy towards celebrating a wedding sometime this year. If I'm ever sitting down on a chair, I'm only ever sitting on half the chair because the dog is stealing the other half. But this is Rory. Hi, Rory. I rescued Rory from the animal shelter a couple of years ago, and he is a spitting image of my other dog named Luca. And this is Rory, his doppelganger. And Rory's a Chihuahua. He loves to lick. He loves to escape. So I always gotta have a little collar on him and stuff. And I have another dog. His name is Weston. He's a Boston Terrier. Weston! He's a lazy ass. He's probably sleeping on the couch and probably not gonna come over and say hi. Oh, he might be coming. Wessie! Come here, Wessie. Come here. Come here. And this is Weston. He does not like getting picked up. He's gonna knock my wig off. He doesn't like getting picked up, so I'm not gonna torment him too long. His heart is racing. Give me a kiss. He gets mad when I pick him up, so I'm gonna put, ah! My wig! What bands do I like? Good question. I love all kinds of music, but my favorite type of music is like what is about to hit the charts. So I'm a big user of Apple Music, and on Apple Music, they have channels like Future Hits or New Music. And I love to hear the top 40 hits that are about to hit the charts. I make a lot of playlists on Apple Music as well. And I've got a couple of playlists out right now called Nothing to Show and Undiscovered. And those are my two most recent playlists that's gonna have the most recent music up there for you guys. But I usually have like a playlist of like 50 songs or so. So that's like 3 hours of music for you guys to get in on. What is my favorite drag inspiration? Great question. I take a lot of my drag inspiration from unusual suspects like the Three Stooges or the Muppets or cartoons like Bugs Bunny or Tiny Toons. I love the comedic elements that cartoons have, and I try to filter a lot of that to my drag characters as well. Obviously, I'm influenced by RuPaul's Drag Race, but if by anything, it is to be continually raising the bar with my drag. And for me, it's not just putting on a makeup and wig, but it's like having the best makeup and having the best wig, and having others around me being elevated really also inspires me to up my game as well. I'm following everybody back that follows I'm missbill on Insta. So if you are following me on Insta and I don't follow you back at I'm missbill, leave me a comment and I'll make sure that I follow you back on Instagram. I'm missbill. I've got some clown noses out. Maybe I can put some clown noses on and see how those look with the look I have on right now. So let's start here. This is more of like a little modest clown nose that kind of just like fits right on the tip of my nose. Isn't that cute? I like them to kind of like go up a little bit because it gives me like a little bit of that devilish element over it. But this is like my signature clown nose. You can see it like goes up a little bit. But with the work that I do at the hospital, I don't wear a clown nose at all. And I think that that's kind of like the way of the future, is like most people don't want you in a clown nose. That's what scares them. What do you think of this one, huh? All right, so David wants to know if I can sing. I mean, the honest answer is no, I can't sing, but I kind of like singing a little bit. So I sing like in the car, to myself, when the stakes are really low. You know, Disney songs are probably one of the easiest for me to sing because I like know it word for word. Anytime I don't know the lyrics like by heart, that's when it starts to go really downhill with my singing. But anyway, maybe I'll have a singing video one day. We'll see. You know, I'm from New Jersey originally. That's where I grew up. I lived there for 18 years before I moved out to Philadelphia, where I went to school. I went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia for graphic design. And then in 2007, that's when I moved out to California, and I've been living in Southern California ever since. I lived in Los Angeles, and now I live down in Orange County. I love living down here in Orange County because I can have so much more space. When I was up in LA, it was much more of a condensed living where I was in an apartment, living on top of people. Whereas down here in Orange County, I'm renting a home and I have so much more room for my dogs to run around in the backyard. And I just love living down here in OC now. So much fun hanging out with you guys. Ooh. All right, I love you guys and I'll see you real soon. Bye.